Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a bit of news to go and cover on over here. We'll have a little bit more of an update on both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X bundles, which we'll probably talk about that as well earlier on tomorrow. As well, we also do have some very intriguing news in regards to, well, some pretty big leaks when it comes to upcoming PlayStation 5 games, which I always will go and stand by. The number one biggest thing is whenever you go and get your console, you obviously want to be excited to go play future games up there. So we have some huge leaks, huge RPG news and all that stuff as well. And on top of that, one really cool thing too when it comes to PlayStation Plus, where it actually has probably one of the better months we've seen in actually quite some time. So a little bit of restock news first and foremost. We'll do a little bit of other gaming news as well tied on in. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as well, just thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. We actually had a double whammy drop over here. The Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to go and follow. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. Get a bunch of free stock and free money. Just instantly sell it, withdraw it. Same thing too as well with the Samsung SSDs down below. And of course, let's go dive in the video itself. So as I mentioned, if you guys had a chance to go and see this overall, sometimes like before for previous drops, I would go and bring us up throughout, maybe more in the middle of the day. I didn't do it in passing earlier on, but just want to let you guys know we are still seeing quite a few different locations still getting and receiving up stock when it comes to both GameStop, PlayStation 5, as well as also Xbox drops. Throughout the day, we actually had a lot of people tweeting. I was actually a little quiet on Twitter today because, as you guys know, it was my mom's birthday yesterday, so I'm definitely on the recovery mode today from all the family festivities, for the lack of the better words for it. But basically, we actually had quite a few people all throughout today tweeting me, showing me their bundles, showing me their setups. If you guys were a part of it on the YouTube comments or want to tweet me, feel free to. But we had a lot of folks over there. The stock was looking very good, very spicy. Quite a few stores, though, I do want to say a little bit like more of an update for you guys on this, because I think it's somewhat important. We'll touch on this tomorrow as well. But it did actually go and seem like a lot of these stores actually had smaller stock than the previous restocks. A lot of the drops before were like the 40 to 60 range. And while we did see a few of these store locations having somewhat higher stock, like we were seeing some stores in the 35s or 40s, there's actually a lot more stores throughout this restock wave that were also in like the 15 to 25 range off of the initial stock. Now, I do want to go let you guys know we probably will still be seeing people getting their consoles as of tomorrow, as well as also throughout the next 2 days to play throughout the weekend as well. So we'll keep you guys updated as we keep on getting more stock, and seeing more stock, we'll let you guys all know from that. Basically, the more stock we keep on seeing, the better. Although, once again, while this is a lot of different states, I'm sure you guys have seen me mention this on quite a few different videos as well. That's why we're covering up all the news throughout this video too on top of that. But as we see all this type of stuff, we all sort of it basically just seems like a lot of locations. So if you guys want to give your place maybe a call tomorrow morning, or maybe during lunchtime, or maybe even after work, depending on your area / whatever, it might be worth checking, and we'll give you guys more extensive updates probably throughout these next few days. Probably give you guys a little bit of a nice little reminder too as well for tomorrow, mainly because we'll still be watching all the stock and seeing all the stock floating around. So good to see on that. As well, same thing with the Xboxes too. For some odd reason, these Xboxes just aren't really selling as fast. Now, there is still quite a few of you guys that are still going over there and getting them, but the same thing too with Anton Line, where Anton Line has been having a lot of their Xbox drops last a lot longer. We made that video on it as of yesterday, really when there was earlier today, in all honesty, whatever it was. But basically, we still keep on seeing a lot of these like more expensive bundles staying in stock longer, which does kind of correspond a little bit with the GameStop. But I will be honest, it is always nice to go and see various options out there for folks in case they were trying to go get stuff. So let's let you guys all know we're still seeing stock. We'll probably remind you guys tomorrow morning and throughout probably the weekend, as well as we keep on seeing reports of it. And if you guys want to send me pictures and tweets of you guys getting your consoles, I always love seeing that. As I just mentioned for Anton Line, we actually did see another one of their drops probably 30 minutes ago or so. So just keep that in mind. We actually did have them kind of go drop their outside their normal usual spot, but probably just was canceled orders or bonus orders. Anyway, now as well, let me go talk about some kind of very intriguing stuff over here, kind of the bigger topic of the video, where we actually have a brand new studio over here called Mutan, is basically in hiring up staff now to go work on a very high-end RPG remake for the PlayStation 5. Now, this kind of been the big news of the day because, as I mentioned, the big thing is you want to go and have brand new games when you guys get your PlayStation or Xbox consoles. It's cool to play old games, don't get me wrong, but you always want to get excited for the new stuff, especially with Horizon. So as the studio previously worked on the Atelier series, Final Fantasy, I believe, 10 download content and more. That might be around maybe 15 download content and more. So basically, as of right now, Mutagen is hiring staff for work on it's a little bit on the ambiguous side, mainly because you can't just be like, oh my god, we're gonna be making Final Fantasy 17, like going everyone, blah, 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 blah. It's basically one of those things you have to sign up for, do the applications for, make sure you have the proper coding, development, like design, work for it. And then I'm sure once you get in, you sign the NDAs and you kind of basically go from there and you get more information on it. But this actually has let a lot of folks over here kind of intrigued on what it might be, especially because we haven't had too much brand new game news, and especially when it comes to holidays, it's kind of like, well, for the next like probably week or so until we get back in the usual groove, it might be a little bit more on the chiller side for news. But this is actually confirmed for a high-end RPG remake private title. So basically, we just don't know what it is yet, but it is a very high-end RPG. Very good. I love the RPGs. For the PlayStation 5, developed in development environment using game engines such as Unreal Engine 5, which if you guys also saw, Unreal Engine's always the pinnacle pretty much of gaming for that. So kind of cool. It's also including a 3D motion designer, 3D art designer, as I missed over there, a 3D background designer, and 2D character designer. So very, very intriguing. Mutant Insight is a subsidiary of Mutan, which has previously worked on the character models, as we mentioned, for Altilir and Blue Reflection series, Final Fantasy downloadable content, episode Arden, and also background models for Persona 2 as well. So while it's not like the biggest, most like mainstream, think like, like the makers of like Last of Us or all that type of stuff, but they actually have worked on some pretty notable and pretty well, that's not a bad development team. So very cool to see, very fun to see, and we'll have to kind of go and see how more this kind of comes out. That's kind of the big, I think, game news series for the day. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of things tied on in, especially because it's also a remake. Kind of leaves a lot of people wondering. So if you guys want to leave your comments or thoughts down below on what you guys might think it might be, feel free to. But as I mentioned, while it's cool to get our restocks and C-stock, at the end of the day, we more so want to have brand new games to go and play to make our brand new consoles we just got a little bit more on the worthwhile side. As well, kind of go and wind down the video itself in the night. So thank you guys all. Hope you guys had a nice little chill Thursday. We actually have some very, very cool news for PlayStation Plus. So I'm going to go and say this. This is actually probably one of the better, like very, very good PlayStation Directs, or not PlayStation Directs, PlayStation Plus is going on, where the PlayStation Plus games for January do include Persona 5 Strikers, thumbs up, Dirt 5, thumbs up, and Deep Rock Galactic as well, major thumbs up. So in case you guys are just kind of curious, this is all for the paying members of the PlayStation Plus subscribers. So if you guys are a part of the PlayStation Plus subscription plan, you're able to go get these games for free. So we have cool racing games, we have a little more multiplayer games, and also some weeb games out there for all your folks out there. So make sure you guys do and go and claim them. These will be available as of January 4th, just so you guys all know. So Persona 5 Strikers, if you guys always like Persona, it's a very niche, I don't want to say very niche, but it's a very like well-received weeb-ish type style game. And it's overall pretty cool. Maybe go put out the trailers for this or not, because whatever. We're at the tail end of the video anyway, so it's basically Persona. Very cool game. I highly recommend it. It's kind of fun. Now, of course, it's not Persona 5 Royale, which I kind of wish it would have been a little bit better, but what can you do? Dirt 5 2 on top of this, just more of like a off-roading dirt type, somewhat, I don't know how to more like, I guess, serious type style offline racing type game over here too. A lot of different roads. I've played this and streamed this up on Twitch before. Pretty good game. I played the original Persona 5 up on Twitch myself. And then the one that I would really like to go and push you guys to go check on out is the Deep Rock Galactic. Now, Deep Rock Galactic basically is a multiplayer game. It's cool. I've seen a lot of folks play it, and any type of also doing multiplayer games with your friends, it's so much easier to go and convince them when the game is literally free. This is why I kind of highly recommend this for the PlayStation side. And as well, if you guys want to, don't forget, there's also a lot of chances for the December PlayStation games. You have a few more days for that in case you guys want to pick that on up. So you have basically until the end of Monday, January 3rd now, to go and get the Godfall, although there was some drama behind it. Probably still worth the pickup if I had to go and say. Lego DC Supervillains and Mortal Shell. Like if you already have PS Plus, get all the games. Why not? Why not? It's literally free things. It takes 2 clicks to go and get. And also Mortal Shell wasn't that bad. And also there's a lot of PSVR games, especially with the PSVR kind of heating on up, getting a lot more basically attention for all this type of stuff too as well. Probably worth getting it for whenever the PSVR 2 is officially announced. So that's pretty much about it for the day. We also did have the Amazon restock, I'm sure you guys heard. So if you guys always want to check for the warehouse consoles down below, you guys can. Other than that, though, a little bit of the quieter side besides our Target news, which if you guys missed that, still a very, very small chance for a Target restock tomorrow. we're probably more so assuming probably more so as of next week. So keep that in the loop, keep that in your mind, and we go from there. So I do appreciate all of you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your days and nights. You guys are all lovely. You guys are all beautiful. And thank you guys all so much for existing. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for that Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get a bunch of free stock, free money, and as well check out our Samsung SSD links down below in the good old Coinbase. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a bunch more restocking videos. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We'll see you guys up in the next one.